number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team cop, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers, 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the said era.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mariota on first down. His throw incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Mariota. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. This is brought in by Gibson. 16 yards, a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They go play action. Mariota. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, Mariota. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Okay, let's get it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 11 yards there, 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Caleb Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first down throw coming for Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From midfield here, Dalton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Throwing, Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Third and long here for Mariota. And Wilson has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, Mariota. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Caleb Wilson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton uncorks one for Davis, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He finds an opening past the 40, and he comes back with one complete. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Dalton. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. It's complete to Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mariota. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do?
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Dalton, 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Dalton here from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain there of 21 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Andy Dalton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Dalton now to pass. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill. Turn up. 368.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action now. Dalton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Passing. It's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This will be Dalton again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, it's Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And he hits Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. A first down throw for Mariota.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Granted, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when your running back can catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Kill. Three.
Mariota again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Watch that right. Tight end's right. One. Box track.
On third down, Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. From the red zone now, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Working out of the gun, Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
To throw, Mariota. This is brought in by Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Check 4, check 4.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
55, 55.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Kill, kill, kill.
Here you go. Can. Regular.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check.
Here's Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
55. Watch the slip.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 19 yards away. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Gold with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mariota on 1st down. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Mariota now to throw on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mariota. Now he's forced out left. It's complete to Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
2-by-2. Move.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jeffrey Simmons, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Dalton to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Let's go, defense.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Check 55, Mike.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Dalton here from the gun, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of stats that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And Anderson's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Hey, who is? I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They go play action. Mariota. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Jacksonville, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew